It's dark, it's funny, and the first episode is called The Prick. What's not to like about Bad Sisters on Apple TV+.
God gave John Paul the strength to be an unforgettable human being. Let us give thanks for the joy he spread his whole life long.
Everything bad that could have happened has happened. Except that.
Hello and welcome to Screen OD, the channel for people who love TV, movies and streaming. My name is Tim. I'm a journalist who's been talking and writing about TV, movies and entertainment for 15 years. Luckily, it's not going to take 15 years for me to tell you that Bad Sisters is a show that you should go and watch.
Who knows if there's foul play here, but if there is, the culprit usually shows up at the funeral.
All right, Columbo.
Claflin and Sons. We're handling John Paul's life insurance policy. Are you very close?
Yeah, he was our brother-in-law.
My condolences, Mrs. Williams. Oh, egg and onion. It's like you knew I was coming. Did you?
She can't find out what we did.
This is a show that is crafted by Sharon Horgan. It's based on a Flemish show called Clan, and it is a dark and twisted tale. It is funny, but it is also tragic. Like many of the things that Sharon Horgan has been involved in, like Catastrophe.
He needs to not be in this house anymore.
What's he done now?
One of my core beliefs is that I should be able to take a shit in my own home without being bothered by a stranger.
He's doing you a favour. Seriously, it cannot be good for you sitting like that for hours with your arsehole open. Something's going to fall out one day. Or crawl in.
She has a great gift for finding humour in the darkest places, and this is a show that has plenty of darkness in it. It has death, it has mistreatment of people, but it also has life, and life is the place where the humour is found in this show, and Sharon Horgan is brilliant at finding that. Okay, so what's this one all about? Well, it's the story of the Garvey sisters, the 5 sisters who tragically lost their parents when they were younger. Now, when this happened, they made a pact that they would stick together and they would continue to look after each other through thick and thin because they no longer had parents to do that. Now, the 5 sisters comprise of Eva, who's played by Sharon Horgan. She's kind of the self-appointed matriarch of the group, and she looks out for everyone and pushes quite a lot of things forward that we see in the storyline. Then there is Bibi, who's played by Sarah Greene. She is married and has children. She also has an eye patch. She's lost an eye. There seems to be some mystery about this. You then have Ursula, who is played by Eva Birthistle, married, and she has children, and you feel like she's kind of dreaming of times when things were maybe a little bit simpler. Then there is Becca, who's played by Hewson, who is the youngest of the sisters and is treated very much like that. She's very much like everyone's little sister. Now, there is one other sister who is incredibly important to this story, who is called Grace, who is played by the brilliant Anne-Marie Duff. Now, she is in a coercive relationship, an abusive relationship with someone called John Paul, who's played brilliantly again by Claes Bang, and she also has a 12-year-old daughter. Now, she is pivotal to this story. She's at the very center of what happens, because what we see in this show are 2 timelines.
Do you like it?
Can I grab my ass?
I know you don't think he's a good man. Families, they're complex.
I'm warning you. She doesn't respect you because you're weak.
I found myself an old tattooed on a sign.
She wasn't always like that. He's sucking the life out of her. Well, we'll just have to wait till he dies of cancer or something.
Why not give nature a helping hand?
We see one after John Paul has been killed or has died, apparently, and then we see the events that are leading up to it. Now, at the center of this, of course, is Grace, who is his wife. Now, what happened to him and how the sisters were involved in order to protect Grace against what was clearly a very toxic and coercive relationship, that's what this show is about, and that's what we're about to find out. Now, the magic of shows like this is seeing how the events that we are in now, which is one of the timelines, happened through the events that happened then, which is the timeline of where it all started. And that's why I don't think we should go into too much detail about where this story arc goes. But what you do need to know is that there is a brilliant razor-sharp script here. There are some fantastic performances from all of the actors, fantastic chemistry between all of the sisters, and a really, really strong performance from Claes Bang as this really unpleasant John Paul character. This is a show that is filled filled with humour all the way through, but is incredibly dark. Jet black, if you like. As we've seen with a lot of Apple TV Plus shows in recent times, it's the way that the production values have been put on the screen that also brings this alive. It's crafted beautifully, it's executed beautifully with the windswept Irish coastlines behind it. It also feels quite mystical, quite magical. Now, there's probably some comparisons that could be made to something like Big Little Lies, which has a kind of similar storyline in the sense of friends coming together to sort out a problem and then there being this kind of mystery that starts to unfold around it. Well, this is a show that has some of that, and I think the coastal element also brings that in as well. However, this is funnier than that show. This is darker in many ways than that show. What I love about shows like this are that people and characters say what they think. Inner monologues become spoken words, and the problems that come with that have to be dealt with. But that is life sometimes. When people have a drink, they say what they think. When people are in trouble, they might explode and actually be honest. And this is a show that's not afraid to allow that to happen, and it's also not afraid to play with what the consequences might be.
You can't just explode a man.
He thinks someone's trying to kill him.
That's insane.
If you're looking for something to challenge you, to amuse you, to entertain you, but also to make you think, then this is a show that you should try out. Bad Sisters is available on Apple TV Plus. But if you are looking for other things to watch, don't forget to subscribe to Screen OD on YouTube and go check out all of the other videos on the channel. Hit that like button and you can go over to screenod.com for more of the latest news and views from TV, movie and streaming worlds. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show.